Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you guys to another one of my live streams. This has been a pretty cool week so far. It's been a fun week in several regards. If you guys missed it, we had an awesome live stream earlier this week with CGC where they actually came in and talked about restoration. We actually had two representatives from CGC on the line. One of them has an amazing track record in history with comics and restoration, pressing, etc., etc. And the other is a marketing professional for CGC. So combined, they made an awesome duo to have on the channel. And to my knowledge, it's one of the first times that they have ever done something like that. So I was super pumped that they agreed to do that. So it's been a huge week. Partly because of that video and the response to it. So if you haven't seen it, I encourage you to go check it out. But just generally speaking, this has been a very good week for me personally and professionally and in regards to this channel. So today we are going to be making an announcement, and I think it's an important announcement for my channel. And my hope, like with all this stuff, is that this announcement will be received in the proper light. It will be received in a positive way. At least that is my hope. So let me say hello to a couple of people here in the chat. We'll make the announcement, then we'll talk a little bit more about it. And then I have on the back end of this some additional announcements to kind of make where I'm going to be giving away some stuff. So you definitely want to stay tuned for the whole conversation. So I saw in here earlier, Tony Trombetta is in the room. How you doing, brother? Candy Graham Man is here. Darwin is here. Chris is in the house. It is good to see you. Funko Pop and Comics is here. Chad Lee is in the house. Bama Links, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. Perry Comics is in the house. From Heroes to Icons is here. Comic Books NYC. Tina Cranston, how you doing, my friend? It is good to see you. JM Comics, Mark Spector, Who Dat Comics, and my son have just walked in the room. Aren't you supposed to be in bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should go to bed. Tony, well, go find them and then you have to go to bed. Okay. Ruben is in the house. Tony Sanders is here. Discovery Bay Comics. If you guys have not checked out Discovery Bay Comics, I highly encourage you to do it. He is trying to do something incredibly ambitious. And it is essentially, he is trying to be a TV guide for YouTube. So every morning I've been tuning into this guy and he's been telling me what's happening on the YouTube machine later in the day. It is quite an ambitious thing. If you have not followed him, you want to follow him because, as you guys know, there's a ton of live streams that are happening every single day. And he gives a nice little rundown of, like, you know, the live streams, videos that people are releasing. So you definitely want to check him out. So JM Comics, brother, he just rolls in here like, what are you doing, Dad? What's going on? So it is good to see you guys. John's Comics with Kids, how you doing, brother? It is good to see you. All right, so let me take a drink of water here. Let's take a drink of water because it is hot in here with these lights. So something unexpected happened to me this week. And a lot of times, you guys know, if you watch my videos, you know that I kind of operate in themes and things kind of build to one another. Sometimes what I'm talking about is like a continuation of a conversation from video to video to video. They all kind of tie back to one another, right? But occasionally something happens by like happenstance and you would think that it was planned when it really is just an accidental thing that happened. And so I want to talk about that. So what has essentially happened is I was laying the foundation since before Thanksgiving to have CGC come on the channel and talk about restoration. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this stream, that conversation, that live stream with them went incredibly well. And I've actually invited them back a second time and kind of outlined what it is that I want to talk about this next time, which is something I think is going to be beneficial to the community, right? The same way that the restoration conversation was beneficial. I think I learned a lot, and many of you did as well, because you've sent me messages saying such. And so the next live stream I think is also going to be very informative. But as we were having our discussions and our back and forth, they actually extended an offer to me. And at first I was very hesitant to accept the offer. for several different reasons. Part of it was there's a history with me and offers like this as it relates to fitness, because I've done a lot of things in fitness and not everything you do works out right in your favor. And so, you know, past experiences makes you a little hesitant in the future. The other part is I didn't know how the folks that, you know, come to my channel and watch my content would receive this. And so I wanted to be aware of that, and I wanted to take you all into consideration, right? Because in my mind, I'm still the guy that is turning on the camera in his kitchen, filming videos, hoping that people watch, right? So that's still how I operate, right? I don't pretend to be an expert. I'm just here to have some fun and maybe share some information in an entertaining manner, right? That is kind of how I operate. And so I'm always kind of thinking about the things that I might put out there. How are those things going to be received, right? And if you watch my videos, you guys know that I don't even curse, right? And I don't curse for several different reasons. One, because I have young kids of my own, but two, just in case you guys are watching with your kids, I don't want you to have to like turn the camera off or turn it down because I'm saying some curse words. And that's not to judge anyone else for that if they curse. Because I do curse, just not on camera. But my point is that I'm always kind of thinking about how the things that I do and present, how they're going to land on you guys, right? Because I am still in awe of the fact that people sit and watch my videos, right? And that they take the time to send me messages and comment. And so I'm always trying to think about how are these things going to be received? So CGC came to me with an offer, and I was hesitant at first, and then I kind of thought through it, and I thought about it for, I think it's been like 5 days or something like that I've been kind of noodling this offer. And essentially, I've decided to accept it, right? And they have offered me an affiliate partnership agreement with CGC. And they extended this offer to me, and you know, I wanted to read the terms and all that kind of stuff. So I read some of it, and then I started thinking about the comments that you guys had actually made on my BCW videos. And some of the comments, like Who Dat is in here. He made a couple of comments, and several other people did, so I'm not picking on Who Dat, so don't take it that way. But people were like, I want to buy this stuff, but this stuff is expensive, which is true. So I'm like, all right, if I'm going to do a deal, let me see if I can get something back for the community, right? And so I had a back and forth with them on that, and they pushed back, and they pushed back rightly so, and I'll explain why. But the point is that I'm trying to look at and think about you guys and try to shape something that I know is going to be beneficial for everybody, not just for Reggie and Reggie's channel, but also for the people that watch. And so as I thought more about it and we had our back and forth, I kind of acknowledged the fact that what they were saying was true and accurate, right? So basically, this affiliate partnership basically means that I will receive some kind of compensation for every person that clicks a link and goes and buys a membership with CGC. And that's kind of one-sided for me, right? And so that's why I was trying to secure you know, some kind of discount for you guys. But then again, as we had this back and forth, what I realized was that essentially they are giving memberships away for free. And here's what I mean by that is I always, and for the last year, I've always recommended people do the Premier membership with CGC. And this Premier membership, I think, is $49. I'm sorry, $149. And then you get a $150 credit back. So essentially it makes the membership free. And then you get 10% on grading after that. So essentially, you know, my recommendation would be to go with that, which makes sense. And then how could you discount free? Because that's essentially what it is. So, or how could you add more on top of what is already free? So they had a very good point with that. So basically the way that this thing works is you click a link, you go and you buy your CGC membership. I receive some kind of compensation for that. And so the long and short of it is that I'm not going to put my kids through school on the money that is being made from this. But what it does do is it allows me to offset some of the costs that are associated with like doing a channel, right? And anybody that has a channel out there knows that cameras and mics and lights and editing software and all that stuff isn't free, right? So this isn't about Reggie making money and retiring on it, right? This is Reggie taking some money and putting some money back into the channel so I can do more content, right? So that's kind of how I look at it. But let me pause there, and I want to get caught up with the chat. I want to see what people's thoughts are because I haven't looked over there, so I want to see what people's thoughts are on what you guys are talking about. But wait, there's more. Enter the code. You're a nut. All right, yeah. So if you have a membership, then is it discounted? But I think if you just are joining, never have had a membership, it is 149, right? But if you have had a membership and you renew, then it is 129. You are correct about that. I am not reading that comment, Brokes because of comics. Chris, I wish I could retire off this channel, brother. I get up and go to work every single day at 5 a.m. so I can feed this family around here. Pop, Dex, Funko Pops, thank you, brother, for that. Who that is a nut. Tony Trebetta says, now I'm getting 5.0s on all my books. Yeah, so DS Comics, the way that it works is that at the end of this, I'm actually going to put a link in the description of this, and I'll put the link in the description of every other video from here on out. And basically the way that it works, if you are like, you know what, I like Reggie, I'm going to give Reggie a couple of bucks. You go, you click on the link, and then you go and you buy your membership. And then once you do that, then some magic happens. I think a cookie gets put on your computer or something like that. And something in the dashboard that they've given me allows me to see that someone has indeed done a membership. I don't know what I see, to be honest with you, because I haven't had anybody submit anything. So to me, it's all empty. And so at the end, I'm actually going to talk about some incentives to kind of get you guys to do this thing so that I can see how it all works, because I haven't had a chance to see how any of this works right now. So JM Comics says Reggie has to wait for the tank tops and the Sensodyne sponsorship. Indeed, brother. More like the Sensodyne, because that's real money. Tank tops, not real money. Sensodyne, that is a money maker, my friend. I'm telling you right there. You know what? Fishing Freaks, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Fishing Freaks asks, when are you doing your own comic book? For real? I was debating getting together some YouTubers to actually do our own variant. That is no lie. I haven't looked into it. I have a feeling it's probably going to be cost prohibitive, but I thought that that would be pretty cool. If we actually banded together as YouTubers and did our own variant, I thought that that would be cool. So Reggie can't do it by himself. You know, you rub two nickels together and you still have a dime. So that that's how that works. Bake the Snake. Thank you, brother. Bake the Snake says, congrats, that offer couldn't have been given to a nicer guy. Thank you for that, brother. I definitely appreciate that. RB3 says, you're going to have your wife and kids with CGC membership. CGC memberships for the whole family, bro. Oh, man, you guys are nuts. Chris says, if we do a comic he wants in, I'll write the story for free. Hey, we should talk about it, because I think it would be cool. I think it would be cool. Joshua says he'd help and he'd buy it. Definitely. I appreciate that. JM, Reggie has so many announcements that soon it'll be announced that a DC casting is back. Bro, that's good money. Batman money is good money, my friend. I'm telling you right now, that is good money. So, so that's essentially how this thing works, is that in every video from here on out, I'm actually going to put a link in there the same way that I've done for Ebates, right? You click the link, you buy your membership, you go shopping in the case of Ebates, and then I get a couple of bucks, right? And then I take those couple of bucks and I'm actually going to go out and buy a microphone. That is going to be the first thing that I'm going to buy. I was talking to Matt last night and he was like, are you tired of clipping your lapel mic onto your tank tops? And I'm like, no, bro, I just want a better microphone. So the first thing I'm actually going to buy is a microphone, because as I've been upgrading my lights and my camera, I want to upgrade the microphone. And so I love my lapel mic because this is what I use when I give presentations in front of large groups. I love lapel mics, but I'm going to go with a larger, higher quality desk thing. I'm doing this right here, this with my hands, microphone. I might actually get one of those cool little arms because I think those are cool, but I'm probably going to upgrade that stuff. So But I want to do something to say thank you to those people that choose to click the link and buy their memberships, right? Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you guys are going to buy these memberships no matter what, right? So by clicking my link, you are basically giving me something, and I kind of want to say thank you to some of you, right? So what I think I want to do is the first 10 people that choose to sign up for memberships, and you send me a screen grab of you having done your membership. You can either send it to me on Instagram, or you can send it to me via email at RegieCollects@gmail.com, or RegieCollects on IG. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make some books available, right? And we'll do it in the order of how quickly you do it. So basically, I'm going to have, like I do for trivia, here's like 20 books. You get to pick a book or 2 books or whatever it is, and those will be my gift that I send out to you. And so the first 10 people that sign up for CGC memberships will actually get a couple of books from me as a thank you. And then what I'm going to do after that is the first 10 people that submit books, right? The first 10 people that submit books and send me a screen grab of their submission, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them into a randomizer, and I'm actually going to give them the BCW, this is the raw bin? Yeah, the raw comic book bin, right? And these things are pretty slick. I just recently did that review. If you guys haven't seen this, I'm a huge fan of these things. I'm actually going to, and this is US, right? It's US because I'm not shipping international, US. So if you are international, I'll give you money. But if you are US, I will, and we do the randomizer of the 10 people that submit their orders in, I will give you a free bin, and it will be my cost to mail out to you. So basically, to some degree or another, this will hit a maximum of 20 people, depending upon if you have some people that do the membership, and then some different kind of people, or some overlap of people that then do the submission. And so again, that is my way of saying thank you to everybody out there that chooses to click that link and do their memberships and their submissions. So there you go. So let me get caught up with the chat again and see if there's questions, comments, or thoughts about any of this. So Joshua says he just got his second BCW bin and he's feeling it while watching this. Brother, that is a good use of time, let me tell you. So the other thing I do that is just like one of those mindless kind of things is bag and board. I just do bags and boards. You know, the moderns, the silver age bags and boards. What am I seeing here? What is it? Myrner? Marcel. So Marcel, what's funny is that I actually did a photo shoot not that like a couple of years ago, and we did a black and white, and I swear I look like the Silver Surfer because it was like black and white and there's like a little sheen on me. I'm telling you, if you haven't seen this on Instagram, check it out. It's actually on my what is it, FitNoop1911 Instagram account, somewhere on there. RB3 says he's gonna buy 10 memberships so he can win everything. Dude, never mind. I'll tell you a joke later, RB3, about that. I just saw some funny stuff earlier today. JM Comics says his CGC membership expires in a month. So what I don't know, guys, is I don't know if I get credit for people that have had memberships before and renew, or people, I don't know if that works. I don't know if I get credit for that. But long story short, if I do, great. If I don't, it is what it is, you know, because I honestly don't know. So let me see. Missed the beginning. Will there be another CGC interview? Broke because of comics. Yes, there will be. We are working out the details of when we're going to do that. I'm going to have these guys come back. I sent them, like I did the first time, a synopsis of what the next live stream could be about. And we'll see whether they're interested. Well, let me restate that. They have given me every sign that they are interested in coming back. And the question becomes, are they cool with what I'm proposing for the next live stream to be about? And I think they should be good with it because it's one of those things that I think will make us smarter about this hobby, the same way that the restoration conversation did. So as soon as they agree and I kind of work out more of the details and structure my questions and that kind of stuff, I will definitely do an announcement to let you guys know what's up with that. So Darwin Gomez, thank you, brother. Darwin Gomez just sent me a donation, a super chat, and he says, for your mic, I love your channel, definitely going to support. Thank you for that, brother. I'm gonna tell you, mics are not cheap. They are not cheap, but I am, my wife got mad at me because I wouldn't order the thing, and I'm being super cheap. But I will get this mic, trust me. And hopefully the sound quality goes up a little bit better and it doesn't sound like I'm in an empty room, kind of the way that it does now. So I'm hoping that the new mic actually helps with that. So Darwin Gomez, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Just because my membership last week and submitted my first books yesterday. Marcel, congrats on that. I know, bro, as I was talking to people, there were at least 5 people that were like, I just did the membership. I just did it. And it is all good. It is all good, you know? RB3, you are hilarious. I am not commenting on that. Marvel Joe, how you doing? What am I doing the giveaway for the slab? Which slab are you oh, so we are making progress, Marvel Joe. Thank you for that question. So as you guys know, and that was another thing that I wanted to talk about, is that I am doing a giveaway of a New Mutants 98 9.2 white pages. And I am actually giving this away as soon as we reach 2,100 subs. And as of today, we are sitting at 1,860. 1,860 subs. So we are getting closer and closer. We started out at 166. No, we started at 1,666. And now we are up to 1,860. So we are making progress. So as soon as we get to 2,100 subs, we will do that giveaway. So what's cool is that I'm kind of doing some giveaways in between, as I kind of talked about a little bit here, giving away some books and giving away this awesome CGC bin. So again, if you guys are interested in that, I kind of talked about that. So see who that comic says, Mike Jackson, Mike Tyson. Mics are expensive, brother, for real. Full of your friends. There you go, Chris. I definitely appreciate that. Oh, see, Marcel, see how that worked? It backfired. They actually offered the deal to me before the video stream, and then I did the video stream because I was like not sure if I wanted to actually participate. And I think that's why a couple of people there, like I said, there were at least 5 people that pulled the trigger recently. So it's all good. It's all good. Maybe I still get credit for that. Maybe you should send them a message. Joking. That would look good on the wall of my ICS and even better in my wallet. Chris, brother, we're getting closer. Tell a friend, my brother, tell a friend so we can do this thing. Bro, because of comics, he says he's talking to the wife and getting her to subscribe. There you go. That's what's up. So yeah, so this is definitely some cool stuff. I mean, I'm pumped about it because in my mind, right, if you look at like what's happened with BCW and if you look at what happened with CGC, to me, I'm still making videos in my kitchen. You know what I'm saying? The fact that these, in my opinion, 2 awesome companies have been willing to support my channel, willing to get on board with me, it blows me away. It really does blow me away, and I am really humbled by all of it. I'm humbled by the people that watch videos. I'm humbled by people that send super chats. I'm humbled by the people that reach out to me and say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, that, and the other. What do you think? You know what I mean? It's just, it is humbling to me, given where I came from, of not talking about comics publicly, being in a position where I never spoke about comics because I always thought it was like this nerdy thing, to now publicly talking about it almost every day, and certainly, you know, all day in many cases on off camera. It is, and then to have companies like CGC who I really like, and BCW who I really like, actually be interested in working with me, it blows me away. And so I am very thankful for all of the opportunities that have come my way. I'm very thankful for each one of you. Like I've had some, like over this last week, maybe no, like the last 2 weeks, I've actually been trading comics to some people. Something I had never done before, but I've actually been trading comics with several guys and gals all across the country, which has been really awesome. In fact, and I'm hoping to show this really soon, there was an awesome group of guys that actually helped me to put together and finish my run of Todd McFarlane's Amazing Spider-Man. Like, these guys came through big time and hooked it up. Earlier today, I did a trade for some awesome books, some of which it hurts me to let go, but it's all for a good cause. But, you know, it's just, all of this stuff is just, it's fun to me. I enjoy it. I enjoy all of you guys. I enjoy these interactions that we have. So, Melinda says she is not going to subscribe, and that is definitely okay. That is definitely okay. So, Ben, how you doing, brother? Do I still need ASM 190? You know what, but actually my list is in the other room, so I need to go look at my list, but I think that I do. I think that I do, Chris. So if you can, send me a message, because who I traded, I don't think that they had 190 or some of the other books in the hundreds. So if we can talk about that, bro, I would definitely appreciate that. Steve Rogers, thank you for the kind comment. He says, congratulations, Reggie. Talent attracts talent, well deserved. Thank you for that, man. And Marcel says CGC should hire me as their official spokesperson. Seriously. So who knows, man? You never know where any of this stuff can go. You know, I mean, to me, I'm having fun, just enjoying this stuff, you know, and who knows what the future holds. For me right now, it is about testing the waters with this whole affiliate partnership thing with them, and making sure that it goes smoothly for me, make sure that it goes smoothly for those that sign up. So that's the next goal. The other is trying to get them set up to come back on the channel, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, to talk about the second topic. And part of what I'm doing for this next live stream is there is a core that I want to talk about, like restoration, right? There is a core that I want to make this video about. But based upon all the messages you guys have been sending me, and based upon the comments that were in the live stream, there are some topics that I think we have to address. And so what I want to do is, in the second half of that live stream with CGC, is I want to talk about some of those more controversial things, right? Like the Newton rings. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about, you know, how they handle comics that are coming into their facility. I want to talk a little bit about, you know, consistency of grading. And there's several topics that you guys have messaged me about that I want to dig into. And so my hope is that they can get on board with that. And I don't think that it's going to be a problem at all. And so I'm actually looking forward to having these guys back on, because I think we're going to have a really good conversation that hopefully will be as good as, if not better than, the first conversation that we had. Because anytime you're doing a live stream for the first time with somebody, you're trying to find that rhythm. And the more people that you have in a live stream, the harder it is to find that rhythm and to find where to talk and where not to talk, because of the delay in the cameras and just how, you know, people are interacting. And so the more you do it, the easier it becomes. And so my hope is that the second live stream will be, you know, as informative, if not more informative than the first. But then our rhythm with the three of us on camera will hopefully get better as well. And I can tell you, like, after that first live stream, I went and took a nap, because I had spent like a couple of hours before the live stream getting my room set up, checking the technology, making sure that everything was working, and kind of practicing things. And so it took a lot out of me. So I took a nap, and then as soon as I woke up from the nap, I had the idea for the second live stream. And so I immediately sent these guys a message like, I got it, let's make some magic. So more to come on that. So for those that are just now coming into the room, because I know that some people are, I'm going to make this announcement again as like a recap, and then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves out of here. So prior to the live stream that I did with CGC earlier this week on restoration, which has been well received, I think, by the almost 1,000 people that have watched this thing, or the 2 of you that have hit the refresh button several times, they extended an offer to me to essentially be an affiliate partner for CGC. And essentially what that means is that I'm going to make a couple of bucks for anyone that clicks a link with my name attached to it and then goes and buys a CGC membership. And this is really for you guys to do it. It is a gesture for me, right? Because you don't have to, right? You're going to buy your membership no matter what. But by clicking the link, it gives a little bit back to the channel that I then get to put into other content for the channel, right? Microphones and more comic books and stuff like that. So, and then what I am doing is, for those 10 people, the first 10 people that sign up for the membership, I am going to give them a couple of books for free. The same way that I do for trivia night, where I'm like, hey, here's 20 books, pick one, pick two, whatever it is. I haven't decided. I need to figure out how many I have on hand. Pick some books. I'm going to send you these books as a thank you. And then the next set, the next 10 people that actually submit books to CGC, because it's a 2-step process. Get your membership, submit your books. The next 10 people that submit books will be put into a randomizer, and the top person will get this right here, a BCW band. And this is something I've talked about recently in one of my videos. I absolutely love those things. So someone in that second group will also get a free comic book band. And so basically what I would ask you to do is when you sign up for your membership, do a screen grab. And then when you submit your books, do a screen grab, right? Because it's two separate things. Send them to me on my Instagram at RegieCollects, or send me an email at RegieCollects@gmail.com. And then we will have a conversation and I'll let you know how many books you can pick and what the books are and then all that good stuff. So there you go. And then the other big announcement is that as soon as we reach 2,100 subs, we are going to be giving away this beauty right here, which is New Mutants 98 9.2 White Pages, first appearance of Deadpool. And we are getting closer and closer every single day to giving this book away. I think in the last couple of weeks or so, there's been almost, 170, 180 people that have joined the channel. So we are making some excellent progress towards that goal of 2,100 subs. And as soon as we get there, we are going to randomize it and give the thing away. And as you guys know, if you want to participate in that, all you have to do is go back to the original announcement. I think it says like major announcement or New Mutants 98 giveaway or something like that. And basically in the comments, just put I'm in or something like that. And then again, once we reach 2,100 subs, we will go ahead and do the randomization for that. So there you go. That is all that I have for you guys. I may do another live stream in a couple of moments. There was some news that actually came out earlier today that I don't want to put in this video, but I may do it as a separate video. So if you guys hang around for a little bit, you may see me pop back on and do a second live stream on a completely different topic, and it could be controversial, so stay tuned. But as always, I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me, and the link for the CGC membership will be going up in about 5 minutes. So if you go to the description in this video, you will see it listed down below. Take care.